Today, I want to talk about how we set goals, avoid pitfalls, and build systems that create lasting success. Lately, I've been reading out of Sahil Bloom's book, 5 Types of Wealth. And there was a chapter that really stood out for me that was his ideas on goals, anti-goals, systems, and leverage. I realized that success isn't about setting goals. It's about continuously adjusting your settings. And your settings are your mindset, your habits, and your daily actions. So that way you can achieve the goals. So that's what I want to break down today. Life is about direction, not speed. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. Direction is more important than speed. So true. See, goals give you the direction, but the road isn't going to be straight. There are going to be obstacles. There are going to be setbacks. There are going to be embarrassing moments. There's going to be blow-ups. There's going to be blind sides. And this is where the anti-goals come in. I love this concept. I see it a little bit differently than he does. Your goals are what you want to achieve. Your anti-goals are what you want to avoid. The decisions, the habits, and the distractions that could sabotage you on the path to your goals. See, most people don't even factor in anti-goals, but they matter just as much as the goal itself. They're not the unexpected challenges that life throws at you. These choices are within your control. Because of that, they're choices. Anti-goals are choices, things that could pull you off course if you allow them. For example, if your goal is to build a strong family, an anti-goal would be allowing work or social media to consistently steal that time. If your goal is financial security, an anti-goal is the coping mechanism of it's been a bad day, it's been a bad week, and so we cope by recklessly spending, and we make our situation worse. The key is having an awareness, and you got to recognize the risks before they take control. Just be aware of this. Sahil talks about systems and leverage, 2 things that separate the wishful thinking from real progress. So if you want to separate the wishful thinking, oh man, it'd be nice to have this, and you want to put something in action, then you've got to develop systems and also spot your leverage. Systems are your daily habits and routines that create forward progress. Leverage are the advantages, the routines, and the tools that you already have that multiply your results. Here's where most people go wrong. Most people wake up reacting to the day instead of driving it. They wake up too late. They hit the snooze. They grab their phone first thing in the morning. And before you know it, the day is already controlling them. This is why I stress the importance of creating before you consume. Most people wake up to consume. Instead of creating their own lives, they're consuming everyone else's life from the night before. Your position is your leverage. How you position yourself the night before, the minute you wake up, that's positioning. And if you control the inputs and you stick to a system, dude, you've already won the day. My goal every single day is to win the day by noon. That's my goal. And so I do the things that productively move the needle in every area of my life. I have a system in the morning that I consistently do. That way, no matter how the day flows, blows up, I've already taken care of me. I've already done the things that put me in position to win over time. See, most people, in order to course correct, they have a swing for the fence mentality. They're trying to improve their situation, get back on track in one fell swoop. You can't do that. They're looking for 100x leverage by doing one thing. It's not about that. It's consistency over intensity. The intensity is going to naturally rise. Not only the intensity of your effort, but also the intensity of your results. But you've got to hit the consistency. You've got to develop a system, find your leverages, things that you can input, and stay away from the things that could sabotage you. So as I talked about just a second ago, my morning routine is my leverage. I wake up before the world even moves. And by the time most people even start their day, I've already won mine. Now, you can apply these principles across every area of your life. The 5 F's, I call them. Faith, family, fitness, finances, and fulfillment. That's the 5 areas of having an exceptional life. See, each one of these needs a goal and an anti-goal. So your faith, the goal would be strengthen your belief, push beyond your comfort zone, take risk. See, if you're not taking risk, then you can't increase your faith. You've got to be able to take risk, and risk is just a statistical calculation. Why everybody lumps risk as in fail? It doesn't. I may fail in the moment, but it's part of the process to improve my skill set, my know-how, my efficiencies, and also increase my faith. So the faith part component of it, you got to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Your faith grows when you stretch beyond what feels safe, but it can also be eroded by negativity, distractions, and self-doubt. So you got to be mindful of what you consume and who you surround yourself with. So for your family, the goal, be present, invest in quality time, create lasting bonds, family and friends. Anti-goal, letting the distractions, work, your phone, social media, steal from that time. I was watching Landman. There was a great segment. Jerry Jones was talking to the CEO of that oil company. And he said the reason why I bought the Dallas Cowboys, the sole reason, was so that I could work with my family. He said that was the reason, and that really stuck with me. So when it comes to your family, what's the goals? And then also, what's the anti-goals? What's the things that could erode that over time? Your fitness, your goal, stay strong, stay mobile, be healthy as you age. This is the youngest you're ever going to be. And you don't want to have the Joe Biden shuffle where you don't want to be that. You don't want to walk like a penguin. So that's the goal, is to stay strong, mentally and physically strong. But the anti-goal is letting these poor habits sink in. Sedentary lifestyle, junk food, not moving the needle, get in the weight room, man, bust a sweat, get on the road. Look, bro, you don't have to be a bodybuilder, but you do need to maintain strength, mobility, and energy. It's how you feed this thing. Finances. Your goal would be to achieve financial security, build wealth, create opportunities. Anti-goal, avoid reckless spending, unnecessary debt, or ignoring your financial future. The thing that absolutely scares me, I'm 51. I don't want to be one of those guys that's 70 years old, was in sales for a gabillion years, and have nothing to show for it. No. And that's the tough thing, especially in sales, man. You make a lot of money, but you piss away a lot of money too. And so as you get older, man, you look at that. You're aware of that. And it's ooh, okay. Got to have a new strategy. Good news is in sales, man, you can get it back pretty quick. But you also got to pay attention to those anti-goals as well. The thing about money, a mistake a lot of people make, is when they set a goal, normally they'll say, well, I want to make $5 million. But when you put pen to paper, you realize a great life costs far less than you think. Fulfillment. You got to have a creative outlet, man, whatever it is. Writing, music, art, building something, whatever. You have to have that creative expression. Your anti-goal would be to let so much busyness kill your passion. Get back to that, man, even if it's just for a few minutes every single day. I have the overlaps. I love to read. I love to write. I love to share a message. So this is my woodworking class right here, the microphone. This is a creative outlet for me, and when I don't do it, man, I get edgy. You got to have something, man, that lights you up. If you ignore it, everything else is going to feel hollow. And probably some of the reason why you feel like you're just a candle in the wind, man, you feel empty, is because you're missing some of these components. Fulfillment could be a big thing. You think it's just arts and crafts time. No, it's a creative outlet, man. It's the thing that actually brings you energy. One of the biggest takeaways that I read from this chapter is that balance isn't an on off switch. Everybody talks about balance. It's more so of a dimmer. So sometimes fitness is going to take priority. But that way, in this short season, 90 days, you get super strict, you get that thing back on track. Now you can be better in your professional life, better for your family. And you may have a financial season where it increases with intensity, but not at the cost of faith or fulfillment. So it'll dim a little bit. Your dimmer switch may go up for the financial part of it, but you don't want to just torch everything. You don't want to click off your faith or your family. You need all of those things because you don't want to get to a place and then have nobody to enjoy it with. It's about adjusting, not shutting things off completely. So here's what I want you to do. Write your goals that you want in each of the 5 F's. And then also list out the anti-goals, the things that could sabotage those goals. Then develop a system, just a few things that you could do every single day that help move the needle forward. And then spot your leverages. Everybody's got leverages. Don't talk about what you don't have. Use what you already have. You have leverage. Where can you gain an advantage? Find your no matter what's. Some of your leverages, a lot of your leverages are going to be early in the morning before everybody else wakes up. That means you got to go to bed a little bit earlier too. You got to just change your systems up a little bit. And then look at your settings. What do the settings need to be? Kind of think about it in a studio aspect of it. So when you walk into a recording studio, all the settings aren't all even. They're all different based on how they want the sound to blend together. That's how you have to look at your life. So look at it like a studio board. And so you're adjusting the mixing. Not everything's shut off, but not everything's full blast either. So adjust your settings based on the season that you're in right now. So that way it blends together and you have a melodic, successful life. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Keep it simple, keep it moving, never settle, stay tough. Peace.